what I think happened was, just to make a poker analogy here, I think the San Diego State administration thought they were dealt pocket aces, I guess, when the hand started, and they decided to kind of wait it out. And what they did was essentially bluff their way till all the river cards were turned, and then it was like all of a sudden they don't have the best hand, and the Mountain West was like, yeah, we know you don't have the best hand, so you can say you're all in or not. And now we basically call your bluff. And now those pocket aces are worth nothing because someone has a straight flush, and that someone is Mountain West. So it's just what I think it was that San Diego State overplayed their hand, and now they humbly have to come back to the Mountain West and say, we were never really intending to leave. They were just testing the waters, and I think presumably they thought that once they made that kind of bold public announcement that they were willing to jump ship. I think they were hoping that one of the Power Five conferences came in and swooped them up, and made an aggressive play publicly to counteract theirs and kind of validate their statements, but that didn't happen. So in the world of college sports where everything's changing, Mountain West is kind of stay the way it was, and San Diego State kind of has to tuck their tail and come back to the Mountain West. Now they talk about locker room situations. I know there's not a Mountain West locker room, but that must be awkward now for San Diego State at any joint conference or anything to come to the table now and have discussions around the Mountain West when now it's publicly known that you really don't want to be here. Whether or not it was speculated before this, it's now public knowledge, and you made that mistake yourself. So now you have to deal with whatever consequences, come from that as far as media shares or whatever the Mountain West is willing to give you in negotiations going forward.
They fell in love with the side piece, Caleb. They fell in love with the side piece. You never fall in love with the side piece.
It's the 80-20 rule, man. You got to be smarter than that. 80%, you got 80% with your main. The 20% looks appealing when you don't have it, but you don't want to jump ship. The 80% will hold you down through the tough times. That's what the Mountain West was for San Diego State. We're the 80% now, and now you dabbled with the 20%, and you tried to look for that long-term commitment, and she wasn't willing to give it to you. Now you got to come back to the 80 and hope it's willing to